Naturalocity. This will be a natural hair tutorial on my current hairstyle, which is comprised of cornrows, braids, and two-strand individual twists. I wanted to stay consistent and upload this video. However, I'm not 100% in love with this hairstyle. So let me show you what the hairstyle looks like. Here's the front, top, left side, back, and right side. This hairstyle is definitely a protective hairstyle and a low maintenance hairstyle. I just don't like how it looks. But I do upload a video once a week, and this is my weekly video, so I wanted to stay consistent. So if you like this hairstyle, or if you would like to recreate it for someone else, please keep watching for the step-by-step tutorial where you will see detailed footage of me in the hair salon. You will see every last product that my hairstylist used and more pictures of this hairstyle. And if you're not a subscriber and you choose to, please subscribe to Naturalocity's channel where you will receive instant notifications of new video uploads. I generally upload a tutorial once a week. And if you subscribe, thank you. And if you like, please leave a comment in the box below. Thank you and have a great day. Hope you liked the video.
Products that were used. First, my hairstylist washed my hair twice with the Curls Daughters Tweed Moisturizing Sulfate-Free Shampoo. Then when she rinsed the shampoo out, she applied the Curls Daughters Tweed Moisturizing Hair Smoothie, which is their conditioner, where I was placed underneath the dryer for 30 minutes for a deep conditioning treatment. Once the conditioner was rinsed off, then she applied the Care's leave-in conditioner as well as the buttercream for extra strength and extra moisturizing. Then on each one of the two-strand individual twists that she construct, she applied the Twist and Define cream. And on the edges of my hair, she uses the edge tamer to make sure the style looks sleek and smooth. And at the end, when she finished the hairstyle, she sealed my ends with the Curls Daughters Tweed Hair Oil. So right here, you're viewing that she's blow drying my hair on a cool setting, and my hair has already been washed and conditioned, as well as the buttercream and the leave-in conditioner has already been applied to my scalp and my hair. So she is using the hair dryer on a cool setting to stretch my hair out some. She is not making sure my hair is completely straight by using a flat iron or anything. She just blow dried my hair on a cool setting. And right there on the left hand side of my hair, as she's parting and sectioning, she is placing the edge tamer on the edges to make sure, as she's creating the hairstyle, that it remains sleek and smooth. So right now, this hairstyle is very imperative that you make sure that your parts are as straight as they can be. So if you're rushed for time, this particular hairstyle will not be a great choice to try to construct if you're limited on time, because it did take her about an hour and a half to construct this entire hairstyle. So if you're recreating this for yourself, it may take maybe an hour and a half or more or less, depending on your level of corn rolling as well as braiding and parting skills. And to create this hairstyle, please make sure that you have a rat tail comb. And I know they come in two variations, either with a plastic rat tail parting part or a metal. Right now she's using the plastic rat tail comb, but you do have that option of using the metal rat tail comb to make sure that your parts are as straight as they can be, because if you look at your hairstyle in the mirror, it'll be very evident that if your parts are straight or if they're crooked, for the simple fact when you look at the hairstyle, that's pretty much all you see is parts and cornrows and braids. So please take your time if you're recreating this hairstyle for yourself or someone else. So the first, I guess you can say, order of business to create this hairstyle, she's going to make sure that she creates that first diagonal cornrow braided diagonal braid over to the right. So she's sectioning off the front of my hair. So pretty much it's not the part is not directly in the middle of my hair. It's kind of over to the left a little. And what she's going to do is, like, the front of the diagonal part, she's going to make 3 to 4 small individual cornrows. They're going to be short cornrows. They're going to lead to the braid, because that's the way that she starts each one of the 4 sections in the back of the hair. And yes, there is 4 sections of the diagonal cornrow braid to the right. And that's the way I describe this particular hairstyle, because pretty much on each one of those sections, she starts in the front and makes about 3 to 4 cornrows they're small, and then she goes up under the part and top of the part to make some more cornrows that are very short that leads into braids. And then she gathered all of the braided hair and she makes it into one big braid. And I did speed up the video a little bit, but I slowed it back down just so you could see the detailed parts of her creating this hairstyle. So she starts at the front of my hair, not the back of my hair. So if you're recreating this hairstyle, please start in the front of your hair, because if you start in the back of your hair, you may have hair that may get in the way. That if you section off a part, another part of the hair might get in the way of the particular part of the hair that you cornrolling at that particular time. You may have to unravel it and restart again. So to lessen any frustration of hair getting in the wrong path, just please start at the front of the hair. And like I said, she is creating this hairstyle by making the first diagonal at the top of my hair. So she has sectioned off the right hand side of my hair, because on the right hand side there would just be 2-strand individual twists. And if this is your first video that you have watched of mine, thank you for finding me on YouTube and thank you for watching this video. But I'm a firm believer that natural hair, the styling options, I mean, we just have an abundance of hairstyles. So for this particular hairstyle, like I stated earlier, I was not 100% in love with this hairstyle, but you can actually tweak this hairstyle. If you don't want to make all these cornrows, you can make flat twists to compensate for the cornrows. I mean, maybe if your cornrow skill level isn't as great as you would like it to be, and you really don't want to make all those cornrows, you can make flat twists, and then you can either make one big flat twist over to the right. So I mean, you can if you like, you can maybe look at this hairstyle as an inspiration to create a different hairstyle. But if you like every element of this hairstyle and your cornrow skill levels are great, by all means recreate this hairstyle, because this was definitely a low maintenance, a low manipulated, and it was a protective hairstyle. I did wear this hairstyle for an entire week, and I didn't have to do much to it at night. All I did was wrap my hair up with a satin scarf. And in the morning, if I noticed that my hair was dry, I would apply the buttercream to my scalp, and then I applied the Curls Daughter's Tweed oil on the top layer to seal in the moisture, to make sure that my hair stays moisturized throughout the day and the week as I was wearing this particular hairstyle. So right now, all she's gonna, like I said, she has sectioned off that front of the hair, and she's gonna grab some hair at the bottom of the part of that initial part, and because she makes diagonal cornrows at the bottom and the top, which leaves with a lot of little small braids that she gathers all together, and she makes one big braid. You're going to see that momentarily. And on the back of the hair, it will be 4 sections that she will have to do the same thing. She makes one part, and then within that one part, she sections it off. In the front, she makes about 3 to 4 small cornrows, and then she goes up under and at the top to make more small cornrows that leads into braids, and then she makes one big braid over to the right. So right now she's already did all the small cornrows. Now she's gathering all the hair together, and she's making one big diagonal part over to the right, and then she's going to proceed to start a few 2-strand individual twists on the right hand side. So that's the way that she created this particular hairstyle. But before she makes the 2-strand individual twists on the right, she is going to make the second part, and she's going to section it off with metal clips to make sure that the hair doesn't get in her way as she's constructing this hairstyle. And if you can tell right there, she is using a toothbrush. It's actually a clean toothbrush, and all she's doing is making sure she's smoothing up my sides with the edge tamer to again, to make sure this hairstyle looks sleek and smooth. Because at the end of the day, when you create your hairstyle, you really want it to look tame, you want it to look nice, and that's one product that actually really works well for me. And I'm not necessarily saying that, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say every last product that my stylist use on my hair will work for you, but I really think she used quality products. And if you haven't tried that particular product, by all means try it. But I'm hoping that it works for you. But again, I cannot guarantee that it does. I tell you one thing about natural hair, it is it's such a trial and error in the beginning when you try to find what products work for you and what products doesn't. But I'm a firm believer, once you find a product out there that works for you, please stick with it, because I tell you, that's the most frustrating part. You try to because there's many products on the market that says like, oh, it gives you great moisture, oh, it gives you great shine, and if you try that product, your hair feels like straw, and then you have no shine, and you're like, oh, I just wasted my money on this particular product. But again, you will have to go through that process to find products that works for you, and luckily I found several products that works for me, and I use them on a consistent basis. So if you have watched either one or two of my videos, you have noticed that my hairstyles use the same products. She's been using the same products for about 2 years on my hair, and it works perfectly. But let's get back to this hairstyle. On the right hand side, all she's going to do is make 2-strand individual twists. And again, like I said, natural hairstyles are so versatile. So if you do not wish to make 2-strand individual twists, you can wear some plaits on that particular side. You can wear some braids, or you can either wear some braids and you can curl it up on rollers to make sure you have to ensure that you have a curly set. I can tell you, I have not been successful with any type of twist outs or braid outs. But however, if you make 2-strand individual twists on the right and you just want a more fuller look, you can unravel them, and so you can have a 2-strand individual twist out on the right hand side, and then you can have the cornrows on the left. Like I said, you can slice and dice this particular hairstyle as much as you want, or you can just recreate it as my hairstylist did as well. But I'm just a firm believer that I hear so many people saying, oh, I can't find a different hairstyle for my natural hair. I wear the same styles over and over again. And I can tell you, I'm an individual where I get bored with the hairstyle if I wear it, weekend, from week to week. I need it to switch up. I mean, it might have the same concept of 2-strand individual twists. I might have braids. I may have some bantu knots, but however, it's not going to be the identical same hairstyle from week to week. So just want to put that out there. So I hope you never have the comment that comes out of your mouth like, man, I'm bored with my hair, I can't come up with a hairstyle. And if that's the case, I mean, I think I have about 100, not 100, I think I have 90 videos already uploaded, and I can tell you each one of those hairstyles are different from the other. So if you just need an inspiration, by all means, check out my channel, Naturalocity, and it can give you inspiration on different hairstyle. And I can tell you, sometimes I hear people say, I just don't feel like fooling with my hair. And I'm an individual. Every day I do not want to fool with my hair. I just need the minimum amount of steps as possible. I'm not saying that I'm lazy, I just don't want to fool with my hair. So if you want to give your hair a break, say for instance, if you're transitioning to become natural, like, I'm dealing with these two textures, I don't know what to do. I mean, this particular hairstyle, I think it could be a great choice for you, because your hair could be braided down. And on the right hand side, I'm not for sure if you have relaxed ends that your 2-strand individual twist would stay put, but you can also, instead of 2-strand individual twist, you can just plait it down in like little braids, and then put like, maybe like some rods on your hair to make a curly set, to make sure you have a protective, low maintenance, low manipulating hairstyle. Because the less you fool with your hair, the better it will be, because you don't have to run the chance of snatching up, pulling up, breaking your hair, because if you have two textures, it's very evident that may happen, even if you're extra careful. And actually, my hairstylist, she actually came up with this hairstyle because she was looking through a hair book, and it was actually an individual who had dreads. So what they did was they didn't actually braid their dreads, they just twisted it around into like a flat twist and had it hanging over to the right. So I mean, you can look at any type of hairstyle and maybe recreate it for the hairstyle that you want. So like I said, if you look through hair books, if you look at my YouTube channel, look at hairstyles, I hope you just get inspired for a different hairstyle, instead of saying that I'm bored and well, I'm just going to revert back to chemically straighten your hair. And I hope that's like the last on your list, because I tell you, there's so many benefits of wearing your hair natural. You don't have to worry about the possibility of a burnt scalp, because I know I experienced that plenty of times when I was relaxed. But I love being natural because it's just so versatile. There's just so much that you can do with it. So right now, again, she's in the back of my hair, and this is sped up a little bit. I will slow it down momentarily so you can see the same uh, technique that she does. But again, she makes the original initial part, and in the beginning of the part, she makes either in the beginning, like where she is right now, she makes 3 to 4 small cornrows, and then the towards the back of the hair, she braids on the top and the bottom. Right here is a great shot of this particular hairstyle because you can see the small cornrows on the top of that particular part and at the bottom, and then all those individual plaits that's hanging in the middle. She's going to gather them together, and she's going to make one big diagonal braid, which is going to lead into the 2-strand individual twist on the right hand side. So actually, I really think this is an adult type of hairstyle. However, if you have a little girl or a little child who wants their hair braided and you want their hairstyles to stay up for a nice amount of time, I really think this would be a great hairstyle because they're small cornrows, and as long as you you know, and when you make your cornrows, please don't make them extremely tight where either you're complaining that your hairstyle is too tight, you have bumps and redness, because every hairstyle that I wear is for the benefit, not the detriment. Because I'm not trying to have my hairstyles yank any hair out of my hair just for the sake of the hairstyle. But on this particular hairstyle, like I said, all she does is on the top of the initial part, she makes small cornrows that lead in small short cornrows that leads into a braid, and then she does it at the top and the bottom, and then she doesn't braid it all the way to the bottom either, and you can if you choose, and then she gathers all the hair together like she does right there, and then she's going to make one big braid that's leading over to the right, and that is actually the third initial part. She has one more to do, and I kind of edit that out because I thought that was a great shot of what she did in the back. And she does that 4 times for the initial part, and then after she gets over to the side, she has like a little puff ball, and each one from the initial part, and all she does is make 2-strand individual twists to make sure that it hangs over to the right, to make sure that this hairstyle looks as seamless as it can be from when the hairstyle ends from the cornrows and it leads over to this 2-strand individual twist on the right hand side. And I know you see the white residue on this particular hairstyle, and I did not sit underneath the hair dryer when she was finished with this hairstyle. So there's that plait that I was talking about, that braid over to the right. So when she braids it over to the right, you see that little puff ball that's still just sitting right there. And what she did use a bobby pin just to make sure that braid didn't unravel. And at that puff ball right there, she just making 2-strand individual twists to make sure that it runs seamless seamless for that particular hairstyle. So you can see right there as she's creating the 2-strand individual twist that was the result of the braid leading over to the right. And like I was stating earlier, I did not sit underneath the hair dryer when she was finished with this particular hairstyle because the less amount of time I have to sit under the hair dryer is better, because the hair dryers are just hot. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. If you know anyone that says they absolutely love sitting under the hair dryer, please let me know who they are, because the hair dryer is just hot. But I know sometimes you just need to sit underneath there to set your style. But for me, I let my hair air dry for the remainder of the day, and then the white residue, it dissolved in my strands, and I didn't have any issues. So again, the construction of this hairstyle, she makes sure that her parts are as straight as they can be by using a rat tail comb and sectioning off the hair with metal clips. And in the front of the hair, that's how she started this particular hairstyle. She makes one large initial diagonal part, and then she makes small short cornrows that leads into braids, and then she grabs the braids that are sticking out, and she makes one big, diagonal braid to the right, and then once she's finished with the end of the braid, she applies bobby pins to make sure that the braid doesn't unravel, and then it leaves with the puff ball, and then she does 2-strand individual twists to make sure that the hairstyle looks as seamless as it can be. So right now, the hairstyle is complete. So instead of putting the oil on her palm of her hands and meshing it into my hair, she just drizzles the hair oil on my hair and tries to get it down into the parts and on each one of the individual twists. So she's almost finished with my hairstyle because all she's going to do is that technique right there, is drizzle the oil to seal in the ends. And I know, and if you haven't heard of that concept of sealing ends, is basically you make sure that you put your hair has water on it, which my hair has been washed, so it had the water. Then she used the water-based moisturizer, which was the buttercream. Then she styled my hair, and now she's gonna make sure that the moisture stays in from the products that she uses. She places the oil on my hair, and on the right hand side on the two strand individuals, where she's going to rub her hands down just to seal my ends to make sure I don't have any issues with dryness. And I would like to say, if you're not a subscriber and you choose to, please subscribe to Naturalocity's channel to receive instant notifications of new video uploads. I generally try to upload a video once a week. This video, it did take me a month to create this video, but the intro, I had great intentions to try to upload it within a week, but I wasn't able to. But now I'm back on track. So here's the end result from before I left the hair salon. Again, I did not send it the hair dryer, and this is the end result. So thank you so much for watching Naturalocity's channel. If you like, please leave a comment in the box below, and if you like, please subscribe as well. Thank you and have a great day.